Hi, I'm Simone, the owner, founder and head physio at The Pole Physio. Welcome to your new gym program. I'm looking forward to helping you cross-train for pole and or aerial with this program, as it takes you through the key movements and strength required for both of these apparatus. I can't wait for you to start seeing your hard work pay off in both your pole and aerial journeys. But before you start the program, let me first talk you through this app and how exactly the program will work. This program is 12 weeks long and there are 2 workouts scheduled for you to perform each week. Your workouts are an upper and lower body split, meaning there is 1 workout per week dedicated to the upper body and 1 to the lower body. And there are core exercises scattered throughout all of the workouts. The exercises listed in the first week of your program are the key exercises that will be maintained throughout. To build strength, we require consistency with exercise. And when strengthening, we know that the first 6 weeks of an exercise training program improves the strength of our neuromuscular connection, which is the strength of the connection between our brain and muscle. And the following 6 weeks will make muscular strength gains, meaning we need to perform an exercise for at least 8 to 12 weeks to see some significant physical strength changes. But as humans, we do appreciate variety too. So at the 6-week mark of the program, the exercises will progress in a way to become a little bit more challenging, and they will add a little spice to the program. Now, if you have completed any of our other training programs, you will notice that this gym program is structured in a slightly different way to our other training programs. There is a reduced number of exercise variety over the training program and a greater focus throughout the program to hone in on key movements and gradually build your reps and sets and weights to feel confident with lifting heavier. So this change is key to becoming stronger for pole and aerial in the safest and quickest way possible. For this program, all of the exercises can be performed at the gym, which should have a variety of equipment available for you to use, including handheld weights and machines. If your gym does not have a certain machine or piece of equipment available that is shown throughout the program, then feel free to substitute the exercise with a similar piece of equipment or similar exercise. Or if you're unsure, you can reach out to our strength and conditioning coach for assistance via the app using the messages section for support. The app has an inbuilt schedule with your first exercise session set to start the day after the first day that you've logged into the app. Now, when purchasing the app, you may have chosen to delay the start date of your program, and if this was the case, your program will instead start on the date that you have chosen. The scheduling of weekly exercise sessions is flexible to your needs, so please feel free to shift the exercise days around. We understand that you may have other workouts or pole sessions to do as well throughout the week. But please keep in mind that we encourage at least 2 rest days per week as a minimum, and we suggest scheduling those rest days between your more challenging workouts to allow for a complete recovery. For this program, there are no set screening and progress tests. Not because we don't want you to keep an eye on your progress, but because your pole goals are unique to you. And these programs are not tailored to one specific pole goal in mind. So before you start your program, we would encourage you to film a particular goal that you are working on and watch its progress throughout your gym journey. We would encourage you to upload that video to the app via the progress photos section, which is found by hitting the menu button at the top left corner of the app, and upload progress throughout the journey. Additionally, we would encourage you to track your weights with your exercises throughout the program to watch your strength progress. The focus of this program is to gradually increase your strength and exercise intensity to cross-train for pole. The following information is key to helping you maximize your strength gains for this program. We aim for changes in exercise intensity by reducing your reps and increasing your weights. So higher reps and lower sets and lower weights will build our muscular endurance, whilst slightly lower reps, higher sets and heavier weights will build our muscular strength. Throughout this program, we aim to start in a muscular endurance building phase and transition you to a muscular strengthening phase. This occurs gradually throughout the program, and you will see it reflected in rep and set changes throughout. For each exercise, you will see a rep range, sets, rest required, and a rating of perceived exertion listed. The rating of perceived exertion is known as RPE, or intensity. It is effectively a number used to describe the difficulty of an exercise out of 10 once the exercise is completed, with 0 being very, very easy and 10 being extremely difficult. When you see an RPE increase in the program, it will be accompanied with a reduction in repetitions and usually an increase in sets. So when this occurs, the program is encouraging you to perform less reps and increase the weight being used if possible. And whilst it can be tempting to add on a few extra reps when your body has availability to do so, it is usually a sign that your weight isn't heavy enough and should be progressed if possible. So we encourage you to gradually build your weight whilst keeping the reps within the suggested rep range. An additional warm-up and cool-down is not required for this exercise program. The exercises themselves are adequate enough to warm you up. However, you may choose to start certain exercises at a lighter weight and increase that weight to build to your maximum weight by the end of your sets. For example, if performing a barbell squat, you may choose to start that movement with your first set by using the barbell alone. For your second set, you may increase your weight. Say, for example, if you're usually used to doing a 50 kilo squat, you may choose to increase your weight to say a 35 kilo squat for your second set. Your third set might be closer to that 50 kilos, so it might be 45 kilos, for example, and you may finish that set at 50 kilos. Alternatively, if you are someone that doesn't require an extensive warm-up, your body is quite happy and comfortable to go and build quickly to your heavier weights, then you may start only 5 or 10 kilos below your lifting weight. So you might choose your first set at 40 kilos, build it up to that 50 kilos by the second or third set. It really is dependent on what your body prefers. So throughout this program, ensure that you are listening to what your body is telling you. And if it's your first time lifting heavier, start with less and build to more. Additionally, we've made a few other videos for you to watch that will help you along your gym training journey. I encourage you to watch these next. These videos include information on how to use the app and how to choose an appropriate weight to match your exercise, reps, and sets in the gym. Once you finish watching these videos, then you will be all set to go. But if you have any difficulties throughout the program at any point, just send us a message through the message section in the app and we'll be there to help you every step of the way. Happy strengthening!